much.
Hi, my name's Jared. I'm waiting for cars to pass.
Ready? Welcome to...
Oh, you taking pictures?
Oh, no, we're getting ready to do a quick film intro. Oh, sorry, what's it?
There's no way he doesn't feel awkward in this scenario.
Welcome to Holley MoParty, not the shop, and we are here thanks to eBay Motors and Holley with 2 cars in the Holley booth, and it's really cool and special. And we're gonna wait for more cars. Here, this is what we're gonna do. We shot the intro. I'm just gonna come over, stand really close, because otherwise we're never gonna get through this.
That's exactly what you want your car to look like when you leave on a road trip in less than 24 hours, right? So as we were doing kind of our final once over and getting these awesome new wheels fit, we had cut a CV boot. We had slung grease all over, and it was a big mess back here. I know why the boot was cut. This exhaust is meant for a 2022 or newer that has the variable valves on it and a couple other little things, and it doesn't exactly fit perfect under an 08 chassis, and I should have cut those off or bent them like I did now. That's where those would bolt on, and I didn't. So we've got grease everywhere. Now, those of you familiar with the Mopars will understand why this is kind of a really scary moment, because Hellcat axles are on back order for a very long time, and there's not readily available boot kits. So I was slightly frantic trying to figure out how we're going to get it together, even so much as trying different 2-piece boots. It was a wreck. But if we look here, we have a axle that is good to go, and that is thanks to the CV Source in Buford, Georgia. My friend recommended, hey, why don't you call them? I used them about 10 years ago. Called up Joe and Louie. They knew exactly what we needed. They had just finished a Hellcat axle, because again, you cannot get them. And ran down there this morning, and they got me taken care of. So not paid, not sponsored. I paid them for their services, but they were such a huge help and got me out of the bind. I wanted to make sure to give them a shout out. And you can even call and mail them your axles if you've got kind of a hard to fix axle, you're not able to find boots, CV joints. I went in their warehouse. There are thousands of CV joints in there. So big thank you to them. We are going to be able to get Roadblock buttoned back up so I can finally get Transcon. Thankfully on that, that's just exhaust repair, charge the batteries and pull the seats in, and that's good to go. Why are all these events back to back? Give us just a little bit of a breather room, you know? 2 days to turn everything around and hit the road again, but I'm really looking forward to seeing all of you. And actually, this is technically an insert, so I've already shot the intro at the event, so you know that if both cars made it or not, and I've already seen some of you. So was, pre-tense, I don't know what tense we are in, but either way, I'm, right now, really excited to meet some of you guys at MoParty.
All right, hey, so we shot the intro. Now I'm over here so we can talk for a short moment without interruption. But we're here with Holley and eBay Motors doing something really cool and different than last week at LS Fest, where we had to work nonstop through the weekend. We get to enjoy the show. We are gonna walk around and show you some of the cool cars here at Holley MoParty. And the other fun thing that we're doing is we get to give away $15 gift cards to eBay Motors of everyone that's here that tags us on social media, which is a really cool thing to do. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. There's a chance that we go out and drive Roadblock. Who knows what we're gonna do? This is just a really cool, fun adventure, and I'm glad you guys are here to go along with us as we explore Holley MoParty, give away some gift cards, and just have a fun time.
I'm here too.
Look, he gets a yellow vest this week because we're walking around. We're not stuck in a trailer.
And security kept hassling me, so I put on the yellow vest so I look like I'm important.
of my favorite cars, this thing. Apparently, it was found in the bottom of a ravine, and every time the desert floods would come through, it would pick it up and move it a little bit closer to rescue, until it finally reached the point that they could dig it out of the ravine, and they've patched it together enough to turn it into a car that they go drag racing in.
Using plenty of MIG welding.
I absolutely love this thing.
I do too.
It is just, it's so trashed and so wonderful. Just the Lexan in the windows.
It's a bit like a ball of aluminum foil. You can still unfold it and use the ball of aluminum foil as just aluminum foil, but it's going to be a little crumpled.
Yeah, and not quite as strong, but that doesn't slow us down. I wish I knew my older Mopars better. I think that's just one of the standard small blocks.
If I said that was an engine, would all of your audience hate me?
No, because you're not wrong. But I absolutely love this thing. Like, I like pretty cars, but I love stuff like this. It's like, you look at Johnny, you look at Roadblock. It's you drive it and you don't feel bad driving it. It's just a pristine show vehicle.
Well, I'd like to argue that point. You would feel bad driving it. Your back's going to be in miserable pain.
Not at all. You can put a good seat in it. But if you drive this, and the truck in front of you has a bunch of gravel fall out of it, like your F-150, like every tingle,
subtly throw shade at me?
Every sound is gonna just make you cringe and worry that you're chipping this paint. Now, it's absolutely stunning and beautiful and period correct with right hose clamps, and just, it is a beautiful, beautiful car.
All of this car, and the thing you point out, the hose clamps.
So,
it's the little details.
I used to do high-end car show judging for the import stuff, and that's what sets the difference. Like, if you're doing a concourse level judge, having the right hose clamps, having the right oversprays, that's what makes a show winning car versus a really pretty car.
So tell us a little bit about this thing.
Listen, I'll never do this whole thing story van justice. Travis Bell did a fantastic job telling the history. The Transcon Medevac started off as a Hal Needham, Brock Yates special of how to do their cross-country race, and they shoved a giant engine in a tiny, no airflow vehicle, and it overheated and failed miserably. Travis Bell rebuilt it exactly, and it overheated and has failed miserably every time since. And we've since done a bunch of upgrades, and we're hoping that it'll finally make it.
Tell them that it's the Cannonball van, if your audience does not know. Because I didn't know, and I've seen the movie Cannonball Run.
It's not just a movie. The Cannonball Run is based on reality.
It's a lifestyle. And
the van actually raced. The one used in the movie was the original van. This is not that van. That van is lost. It went it did the run, broke, did the movie. Then it became a push start vehicle for land speed records. And then it disappeared into obscurity as a floral delivery van in the Carolinas. In a sense, it's lost to history.
If you happen to find that van, go tag Jared, #WrenchEveryday, and you'll get a $15 eBay gift card. That's how this works, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate the finish panels to clean up the engine bay, the custom metal shrouds and stuff.
That's pretty incredible work. Although if you drive it, it'll be ruined instantly.
Well, there's scratches in the back, which tells you he drives this thing, which I appreciate. I hate builds that never drive. Cars are meant to be driven.
Hey, this is no room.
Once again, heads up outlaw.
No room for hatred.
You should be in the stage lane.
I'm not hating people. I'm hating cars that just don't get to live.
I've already called you. Heads up outlaw.
Oh, there's the rampage. Oh my
You're about to miss your first time trial of the day.
The outrage, you mean?
No.
This is
fantastic.
called the outrage.
This is fantastic. I'm in love.
Oh, there's something you're really gonna love.
What? The hydrogen truck?
It's alternative fuel.
Mopar. 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 Dopar. Mopar. Mopar. Mopar.
I'm just excited because there's such a huge variety of cars here. It's not just Corvettes.
All the same engine in the same 3 cars?
Corvettes and Corvettes.
Instead, we have the General Lee and the General Lee.
I've heard that's generally offensive, though.
He tried that material out on me earlier, and I laughed, so now he's using it in video. This is how
look,
Jared operates.
There's what? The cop cars. Roscoe. I'm going to get murdered alive for not remembering it.
Generally, you're not murdered dead. It's not called murder if you're already dead. Update, a tragedy has befallen us. Jared ingested a taco, but it's a good thing we have an ambulance here.
Yeah.
No, you get back in there. You're supposed to be dead.
Oh, I'm dead?
Yeah, you're dead.
Okay.
Or dying, at least.
I'm dying out here because it's kind of warm in there.
Get in there.
What? No, I'm good.
You're dying. I'm taking over. I am Wrench every day.
Good
I'm
luck.
changing the name to Wrench every once in a while.
All right, so some of you guys might actually know this engine, recognize it. This is Derek Vice Grip Garage's Hemi half, where he's got my old engine and they're putting it in a Chevy because that's what you do. You put Hemis in Chevys and make them better. And that's probably offended a few people, but it's been a lot of fun. We actually ran and got this thing last night and got it here to the show.
We are on our way to get Hemi half, and we were gonna be here early. We were gonna get a nice meal, but when a friend needs help, you take care of them. So we are on our way. It'll be about 5 hours-ish extra driving. Thank you.
This is a good time to talk about my compensation. It's free, right? My compensation is nothing.
Your $69 hotel with pee stains on the ceiling.
You paid $70 for that hotel?
It was $70.
Wow.
That was a really good engine. I'm glad it's going to go on and do wonderful things. I'm definitely not disappointed in the current state of Roadblock, though. The Hellcat. The Hellcat's a lot more fun, so. Just a little. All right, so we have stolen a golf cart, and we are going to do a big tour of what we can come across. We're going to go visit the drag racers because during LS Fest 1, we were too busy working and never actually got over there. So, look at this. Look at that Charger Ute and that ambulance. Whoever brought those cars, they're a stud.
What if it was a woman? What if you're a woman? There's this insanely clean Magnum here.
I need to get one of those. Apparently that's the thing to do.
Get a Magnum?
The little hood latch. Interesting. Interesting. 440 Stealth. I mean, because that was the era when Dodge and Mitsubishi were in bed together.
And now Rivian's in that factory.
What is the most interesting car in spectator parking?
Well, I was told there's an F-150 Lightning, so I'm on the lookout for that. What's that? Is that
Yes.
Cool.
30
Hey!
minutes.
944.
I'm sorry.
What are you sorry about?
That car exists.
No. Why are you hating on me?
All right, what are we going to pick as the most interesting car? We still got a lot over that way to go.
Yes, we do.
That's kind of cool.
Hey, look, it's the drag strip. Oh my God, you can watch from here.
All right, let's watch a couple runs. Are they staged up, ready to go?
Maybe. What happened to the other guy? Oh, there he is. Ooh. Nice wheel hop there. Is that a Dakota? Holy crap.
That's the first sub 10 that we filmed, but
God.
11-1 in Dakota at 119 mile an hour. That guy's moving. You could say he's hauling wood.
You could say that.
We're still on the hunt for the most interesting car in spectator parking.
Is it the Rogue Mini? The Rogue Light?
No.
Okay. Naturally.
Of course. You're at a Mopar event.
Naturally.
That's not a factory bed. What is going on?
Are you sure? Wow. This thing, I don't. Is it because this was never offered with a bed and they just fitted a bed to it?
Someone's gonna correct. Like this is really cool.
Shallow. That is a cool door handle. It looks like it could kill you. What's the front look like over here? Aside from well used. Don't love the headlights. Love everything else though. And here is Jared trying to run away again.
What's the most interesting vehicle?
So far my vote is on that Dodge pickup that is confusing us.
I mean, I dug it. At this particular moment in time, I don't know what this person's doing. We're going to go off-road.
Roads? Where we're going, we need roads. We're in a golf cart. There's Jared's arch nemesis over there. You can't even see that it's a Ute from this angle, but trust me, that yellow Charger in there is a Ute. Hey Jared, why doesn't yours look like this?
Because mine's never been meant to be pretty. Mine's been meant to drive.
Sounds like an excuse. No, honestly, this takes a lot of work. This takes an incredible amount of work, and you bought yours. Your kit was with blemish panels too.
Yeah, it was trunk and not perfect, and these were good panels, and it's kind of actually nice to see the body lines going.
It takes a lot of work.
He
to get
blended
to this
his
point.
spoiler different.
Oh yeah. And yours doesn't have this lower lip, does it?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. No, this looks absolutely incredible. It's amazing this is the same kit. Not throwing shade on you. You have a different look in mind with yours.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, this is the only part of it that's a little bit off, and that is totally forgivable.
Well,
because
that's
the rest
glue
of
to
it-
seal the tongue.
And look at it, it's on straight.
Listen, there's a reason for mine to look the way it does.
I know, it's Fetty Say, it's part of the car. It's another one?
It's a Daytona shaker hood.
Oh wow.
I like the shaker hood.
I like it.
So it is a Smith kit, but you've.
Well, actually, the Smith kit came off the dude that built this one.
Okay.
This is the first one, to my recognition, that was done,
So this is the Smith kit prototype in essence.
supposedly.
Huh.
I can't guarantee that, but
Oh, it's got a high mount brake light.
Yeah.
And a sunroof.
Yeah. They'll say sunroof don't work, but
It's there.
This looks fantastic.
It tilts up.
So this is a little bit different than yours.
Yeah, I think that's just all they filled it in instead
yeah,
of.
this, from right here back is solid sheet metal and fiberglass all in.
Yeah.
It looks fantastic.
Well, it's relatively unusual to see one, but then you see two, then you see three, and you see four Smith Utes. I think it's kind of funny. We've got two Super Bs and a one with the Hemi Charger hood. It's just a whole lot of fun. So we're getting ready to have them let us do a couple exposition runs, and it's going to be entertaining. Thomas has been running all morning and knows the course, and we're just going to go full send. So it's all about having fun, and it's just cool to see so many of these. I think the most practical of Smith Utes out there.
I figured I'd go ahead and do another stand-up and get you guys caught up as we are suddenly at day 3 of MoParty, and we've just been having a fantastic time. And some of the cool stuff we got to do yesterday. Well, actually Friday, Roadblock led the MoParty cruise, which was really cool. They needed a vehicle, I handed it to them, and for the first time since I built it, it went into limp mode, and they could only go, let that pass, they could only go 2,500 RPM. Robert hasn't had enough screen time, so he's wandering awkwardly into camera. And then yesterday, we got to take the Transcon Medevac and lead the cruise, which was really neat. We were able to take it on its drive, and it didn't have any new problems, only the ones we knew about. So that's a good thing too. There was the burnout contest and just a lot of really cool stuff. They jumped a General Lee, 119.6 feet. You know, instead of the inches, they just do a decimal because that makes sense. And then we were challenged by Thomas Childers and his Super B Ute, kind of one of the original of these Smith kit cars, and really kind of the poster child. He's out at all of the events, and on Sunday they run what's called the 3S Challenge. It's a standing acceleration, 180-degree turn into a brake box. And while I have probably almost triple the horsepower, I think it's gonna be a lot closer to me almost beating Tom than you'd think.
I predict Jared's gonna make an absolute ham of himself in the name of entertainment.
Good news is that was actually pretty beautiful. We got some smoke and had some fun. Alright, maybe we go fast.
So that is the end of Holley MoParty. I had a great time. Last week was a lot of fun doing upgrades and installations on Johnny, but I will say just having fun and visiting, I had a great time with that too, and it was fun racing Tom in the other Ute. I don't know if I actually beat him or not. I just kind of was putting on a smoke show and having a great time. So hopefully that was some fun footage. Little sun cooked, a little tired. We've got a long drive ahead of us and I'm excited to get back home, get into the shop and get wrenching so we can get back on those projects that we got to have finished for our next deadline. So again, thank you so much for hanging out while we had a very different and fun episode where we just played and visited and saw some cool cars. So as always, I'm Jared reminding you to always make questionable choices. And don't forget your sunscreen or you're gonna look like me. See ya.